Evangelical Christian radio host Bryan Fischer wants to lay out some ground rules for new immigrants coming to America. Let's watch.
Strangers are welcome here in the United States under one condition, that they be willing to assimilate completely into American culture, that they be willing to adopt our God, that they be willing to adopt our Judeo-Christian heritage. Notice it's a Judeo-Christian heritage. We and the Jewish people share the same heritage, the same moral standards. So because they're part of the Judeo-Christian tradition and they honor it and revere it, they would be welcome here. Adopt our Christian holidays, not come into this country and expect to have special holidays, Muslim holidays. If you come to America, you understand that we are a Christian country and therefore we observe Christian holidays. Don't expect us to make room for your holidays. We're expecting you to accommodate yourself to our standards, our traditions, and our holidays. We will expect you to adopt our Christian moral values. No place, no room for Sharia law in the United States. We will expect you. You'll be welcome here. We'll open our arms to you. We'll open our hearts to you. We'll open our communities to you. But we will expect you to adopt our cultural and Christian moral standards. We will expect you to adopt our Christian heroes, and we will expect you to adopt our Christian history.
So, according to Bryan Fischer, strangers and immigrants are welcome in the country as long as you, number one, convert, number two, celebrate our holidays, number three, call us a Christian country, and number four, reject Sharia. All right, now, erase everything he said there, take out the word Christian, put in the word secular, and then he'd be right. See, that's what America is really about. So, if you're Muslim and you want to come here, if you're Christian and you want to come here, if you're Buddhist, if you're Hindu, it doesn't matter what religion or group you're part of, what ethnicity, nationality, I don't care. You can be pretty much anything. But as long as you accept secularism, then yes, you can come and we'll welcome you with open arms. But he flipped it and he took out secularism, he put in Christianity, which ironically makes it so that he doesn't understand America, and if he were coming here today, we should probably reject him. Because it's true, if somebody's going to come here and they're going to say, I am a fundamentalist of any religion, take fundamentalist Muslims and coming from Syria and, people who have sketchy stuff in their background, and they say, yeah, I'm going to come here, but I'm also going to try to change the culture and try to change the laws to make it so that you're not a secular country anymore. I would say piss off. But see, I'm consistent. I would say that if it's a Muslim fundamentalist, and I'd say that if it's a Christian fundamentalist, if it's somebody like Bryan Fischer coming in today and they're saying, yes, I want to force everybody to do my religion, okay, then there's the door. Don't let it hit you in the ass on the way out. See, that's the thing. So at the heart of what he's saying, if you take out Christian and put in secular, there is something true there. That we can only be tolerant of other people that are tolerant, of course. But the thing is, he would fail the real test. The real test being, you have to accept the basics being civil liberties, the Constitution, and secularism. As long as you are okay with civil liberties, the Constitution, and secularism, then I welcome you here. But Bryan Fischer isn't even on board with civil liberties, the Constitution, and secularism. Bryan Fischer is an extremist. And when he said at the end there, you have to reject Sharia to come here, in my mind I went, jackass, you're in favor of Christian Sharia. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand it. He hasn't thought through this in any serious way. He doesn't get that on the political spectrum, he's much fucking closer to a Muslim fundamentalist than a liberal or than a constitutionalist. It's so ironic that Muslim fundamentalists hate Christian fundamentalists and Christian fundamentalists hate Muslim fundamentalists, because if you go through a list, issue for issue, political issue for political issue, they're going to check off a lot of the same boxes and agree with each other. It's just that, since in their mind you're talking about a religious war or religious battle and us versus them mentality, no matter what, even though they agree, they can't see that they agree because they're so blinded by their religion. And that's the problem overall here, is that a guy like Bryan Fischer, he thinks America is his, but what he defines as his is the Christian Saudi Arabia. And that is most certainly not what we are, Bryan.